All right, we out here with Mr. Andrew. How you doing?
Yes, I think.
Andrew and David walking down the street. Grandad watching
See, Napoleon.
Napoleon,
Napoleon.
a very dangerous man. We're watching the film about him. Apparently it's not completely accurate, but it's going to be...
You don't know about fear.
You don't know about fear, yeah. Yeah, but apparently this is very inaccurate, but it is what it is. I'm looking forward to it. I look forward to epic action battles. And after we're done, he's going home and I'm watching Hunger Games. So, yeah. Looking forward to this, though. 2 3-hour movies. This should be fun. Let's do this. First time again. First time you've seen so much horses this time.
Oh, so much.
So many horses, yeah. They were a big use in the 17, 1800s.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
The first time I have seen such a war.
He lost a lot of men in Russia.
Yeah.
A lot of men.
Russia, England also had about 40,000 or so.
Yeah.
One day, 40,000 in Russia.
Yeah, no, Waterloo was one day.
Waterloo, one day.
Yeah, but in Russia it was like over months, but yeah.
It was pretty fast, huh?
Yeah. So 9 out of 10, yeah?
9 out of 10.
Yeah, it was a crazy
Very
general.
good. Very difficult, no?
Yeah.
Ridley Scott.
Yeah, he's the director, yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very nice.
Yeah.
So at what time your film start?
7:20. So I got like an hour left. I'm going to McDonald's. So I mean, it was good to an extent. It did feel slow towards the end. It just felt like it dragged on a bit because there was like a lot less battle than I expected. Based off the trailers, you expected all these epic battles, and we got some. The Battle of Waterloo at the end. That's the finale of this. That's the climax. Not sure you can really spoil this movie, to be honest. There's some good battle scenes in Russia. There's one in the ice against the Austrians and Russians. That was a really good battle. Apart from that, all the other battles are really short scenes. Like Egypt was like 30 seconds. I'm not even exaggerating. It might not even be 30 seconds. Egypt was like not even a battle. I'm just like, okay. The way they sold the trailer, you know, I expected more epicness. I feel like no battle was that long, but the ones that were a bit longer were good. But apart from that, you know, there was a lot of dialogue, a lot of political scenes here and there. His relationship with Josephine, very explicit. There's a lot more sex scenes than I expected. There's a couple scenes where there's battles, right? And the battles are so short. One is Egypt, and it's followed by an immediate sex scene. I'm just like, okay. I came here for battles. Also, it's very awkward since my Grandad was next to me, but yeah, very awkward. But like, I came here to see battles, right? You're showing me a 30-second Egypt clip, and suddenly there's another sex scene, like the third one in the film. I'm just like, what's going on? Ridley Scott, what are you doing? Give it a 7. I think I've given the last 4 movies I watched 7, but honestly, 7 out of 10. I think it was good to an extent. It definitely dragged. Some of the battle scenes were good, and a lot of sex. I mean, it didn't have to be, but look, I still enjoyed myself. My Grandad liked it because he likes history, even though it's not like completely accurate. He still likes history, likes to know what happens. And you know, even though it's not completely accurate, there are still some accuracies to it. And yeah, it was interesting also to see like war tactics back then. Some interesting war tactics by the Russians, by the British. Obviously the British would be a big part of this. But moral of the story, don't go and invade Russia. That's your downfall. History repeats itself many times in that area. Napoleon, essentially, his downfall started in Russia. And obviously the Brits and the Prussians defeated him afterwards at the end in Waterloo. Great acting performances. Also, what I find hilarious is everyone speaks English. There's 2 non-English lines in the whole movie and they're both German. There's no French at all. Most of the scenes are either occupied by the French, Austrians and Russians, and then the Brits after. Like, but everyone speaks English apart from like 2 lines. I know it's a Hollywood movie, but I just found that hilarious. I'm just like, everyone sounds like they're from England as well. Like, it's not just like it's not just English language. It's just everyone sounds like they're from the British Empire in this movie. It sounds hilarious. Apart from Joaquin Phoenix is incredible. One of the best actors ever. He was great in this, great performance. And yeah, I need to watch Beau is Afraid. Beau is Afraid. That's a movie it came out with. It's on a streaming service, I think. I gotta watch that soon. There's a Movie Monday episode of my second channel, Davidoff Films. Almost walked into Free Branch, but yeah, great acting. Maybe not completely accurate, but it's alright. Some good battle scenes, some of them way too short, and a lot of dialogue which did drag, and too much sex. You'd think it was bloody Game of Thrones, the amount they had in there. Anyway, I shall be on my way to try the new McFlurry. Won't be in this vlog, but I am doing that right now. It's a new festive Christmas McFlurry. I'm going to try it. Then I'm going back to Hunger Games, which I'm not excited for, to be honest. I'm not expecting to be that good, but I hope it's good. I remember with Jennifer Lawrence, I watched the first two Hunger Games movies. They were both good. First one was great, second one was good. After that, they got a bit long and tedious, to be honest. I like the concept of it, so I'm giving it a chance. I'm not that hyped about it though, so I just hope I'm proven wrong about that. I hope it's good. So there was another screening of Napoleon, right, a few screens down. They had an issue of like a screen or something, so they sent everyone from there to our screen in IMAX. So everyone had to pay an uplift fee just to get in the IMAX. So we got actually a packed theatre. It looked fairly empty at first. There was like 10 people, and then suddenly like 50 people just walk in. It's just like, yes, we got a packed arena. The biggest reaction was Napoleon getting angry, saying to a British person, "You think you're so great because you have boats." For some reason that got a lot of laughs, but okay. All right, enough of the non-fiction. Time for the fiction. Hunger Games. Please be good, because the trailers have not gotten me. I'm only really going because I got membership at the cinema and I can go to as many movies as I want for like £18 a month, which is good, very good deal. That's the reason I'm going, because I wouldn't pay £15 or whatever it is nowadays for this. Definitely not IMAX either. It is showing in IMAX. I refuse to watch it in IMAX. Yeah, that one wasn't for me. I should have just stayed home or just gone home after Napoleon. Yeah, Hunger Games didn't work for me. I gave it a chance because I liked the originals with obviously Jennifer Lawrence, the first two specifically. And I knew this was a prequel, so I knew it'd be different, but like, it was just so slow to me. The story didn't get me good enough. Like, I knew who the main character was. I'm just like, okay, that's him. That's him when he's younger. I get it. But the movie didn't get me. The story didn't get me. The characters, some of them were interesting. Some of the characters were interesting. Like, there were some interesting elements in there. A little bit good story here and there, but overall the story just as a whole didn't get me. And yeah, it just didn't feel very well paced. It felt like watching two different films in the same film. And that's such a good explanation, because half the film was one thing and the other half was like something else. Because it felt like you saw a climax, but there's a whole like hour and a half left. Something, I didn't check my phone or anything, but it just felt like there was like an hour and a half after like a supposed climax. And again, there was like a deeper meaning. The ending did confuse me. I'm just like, okay, why did she do that? What's happening there? I'm still confused about that because the movie doesn't explain what happened exactly. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, the ending was just really weird to me. But apart from the ending, just as a whole, the film didn't get me. Even before like halfway through, I was already thinking, oh, what time is it? Genuinely, it's like, it's not often that I think, oh, what time is it? Like, I'm never really that bored in a movie in the cinema. But yeah, I was kind of bored today. I felt like I was yawning a little bit. It's just like, yeah, I mean, there was some good singing in it, you know, some good musical stuff from one of the characters. But yeah, it just didn't, the movie didn't have me. It didn't have me. At some points it did. At some points it brought me back. Like, there were a couple times where I'm just like, okay, I'm interested, leaning forward a bit. But for the most part, I was just like waiting for this to be over. I really wanted it to be good. I think the story maybe had a bit of potential. It just wasn't executed well. And I'm aware these are based on books. So maybe, like, I don't know if the ones that read the books think it's good or not. I need to check with them, to be honest, because I haven't read the books, I wouldn't know. But just basing it on, you know, what I know about the movies, this one just didn't work for me. It is what it is. But yeah, that's it. I got nothing else. I really got nothing else. But yeah, I don't think they'll make a sequel to this, but if they do, I don't know if I'd watch it, mate. You'd have to have a really good trailer. But yeah, at least I didn't pay any extra. Oh, you can't even see me now. Oh, you can see me. It's raining. Sorry. At least I didn't have to pay any extra for that. That was something. Anyway, yeah. There's some more movies coming out in December that I look forward to watching. So there'll be more movie vlogs. If you're into the football stuff, there's an Arsenal vlog coming this week, and a few other vlogs here and there. But no big events until next year. But yeah, it's been a great year for me for vlogging, mainly on holiday, and I thought I'd incorporate these movie vlogs into the channel as well. And yeah, they're pretty fun, chill ones to do. I just wish this film was more fun for me to be more enthusiastic. But yeah, it is what it is. I look forward to sharing more films with you soon. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Rating is a 5 out of 10 for that one. Goodbye.